I would say that when it is based on true events, I think that it is more, it feels more instinctive and natural to empathize in like a deeper way with the story and with the characters. Um, and it really makes you think throughout the process that the story is very sacred in nature, and it's something that needs to be treated with a lot of care and respect because it's based on real life and real people. So yeah, I think it changes the um, the approach in just a more grounded way in terms of respect.
So we know, Bethany, you're a mother. Clara, you're um probably about to be on that journey. We don't know. So what emotional, what emotional, what
As her
emotional?
mother, she's not anywhere near that journey. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I
Okay.
hope not.
Nowhere near that journey. She's a
what emo
virgin.
what emotional attachment did y'all have with this role?
Oh my God. I mean, me or her?
Well, you go. You are you go, the star of it.
Okay,
I
I'll
just get
go.
all the credit.
If you insist. No, you don't. Um, I I have a very strong connection to Kathleen and her persistence, I think, and I definitely understand her. I think she looked up to her mother a lot, and in my real life, I mean, my mom is a star in my eyes, and I definitely relate to that. And as much as their relationship was turbulent and had its tension and its complications, I think that the root of their relationship was very much they saw a lot of themselves in each other, and I think that um, Joanne just really wanted to protect Kathleen from everything and anything that she had gone through that shaped her into the person that she was, and the bad stuff that came along with that. And I think that, of course, Kathleen had resistance to that, but at the end of the day, I think there was definitely some scenes in that movie where, as the actor, I found that the root of what my work was, where it was all coming from, was admiration for my mother. So that I really relate to and can resonate with.
Is there anything that you would add to the student?
I think, what I would say is always trust your intuition and your gut. There's a lot of times, like right now, I'm living in Toronto working, and I like go on the subway, and I'm not used to going on the subway. Um, and there's just times where, you just get a feeling, or you feel someone's eyes on you, or you know what I mean? I think it's safer to be like, maybe that was anxiety, but I left, and I guess I'll never know if I was right or not. I think I would rather take that than, pushing past my anxiety and then finding out that it is intuition and then being in an unsafe situation.
Yes.
And so I think that, and um, on like a lighter note, I'd probably just be like, don't take, your friends for granted. Don't take this time for granted. I think that, Kathleen in this story held herself very responsible for what happened to Becky. And I think that, things happen, and the world is not safe, unfortunately. Sorry. So, I definitely know people that have gone through things and stuff like that, and people that are close to me. And I think that a lot of us can go into the guilt spiral where I could have done something, I should have been there. But I think that it's more about just, making sure that you're reaching out and you're offering support where it's needed and if it's needed, and making sure that you have a good support system and that friends stick together. Because I think that, these days I hear stories and I'm just like, yeah, just be present, be aware, and with that also comes enjoy each other. Don't take the time for granted, look out for each other. That's really what will help, save us, I think.
Yeah.
That's a great question. For me, with any story, with any character that I play, I think I approach it from the perspective of honesty and truth based on my experience and my life. Because I always say, every character is going to be a version of you, whether that's, a part of you from when you were younger, or a part of you that was in a specific situation, or a part of you that you haven't met yet. It's all coming from you. And so, and also you're a vessel for the story to be told, right? And I think that um, what I always try to do is just I try to surrender to the process and surrender to the story, and really come at it from my instincts as a human being. And so, of course, when I read this script, I fell in love immediately because it's important, and it's deep and it's dark and it's real, of course. And like I said before, there's a huge amount of respect that I have for stories of this nature. So, of course, there was a thought that went through my head that was like, oh, damn, like pressure's on. But I quickly shook that off because, you know, this is art at the end of the day, and there has to be a good energy around it. And so, yeah, I surrendered, and I really just tried to put my head down and put myself in it. Mm. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I haven't lived in a dorm myself, but I have lots of friends that have. And same thing, like pretty much just, walking around willy-nilly, having a good time. Where are we going? Who are we meeting? Getting on the bus, getting off the bus, earphones in, on the bus by yourself,
Yeah.
not looking on the phone, and so I agree. This story is important to tell, to be like, hey, wake up, people. This is real life. Um, but yeah, I think, I've been around those friends, and I've kind of been in that life. And I think that to agree with you, of course I am 22 and I'm in it right now. And I think that, Kathleen definitely was extremely naive, bless her, And so there was a lot that, she was thinking about going, this is for justice. I'm doing the right thing, but completely unaware of the fact that, she was putting a target on her back, and it's like, okay, well, if you go so headfirst into something, you're bringing attention to yourself. And there's so many deeper things going on in every situation that you might not always see at face value. And I think that when you're young, and my current experience, there's some things that you just haven't learned yet, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's important to just be mindful and to tread lightly,
Mhm.
just protect yourself as much as you can, even when you're doing the right thing.